Good Tuesday to you. It's Meteorologist Joe Martucci here. If you're like me and the solar eclipse on Monday was just covered by a cloud, you're probably wondering when the next one will be. Well, across the United States, the next total solar eclipse will be 2033 on March 30th, but you have to go to Western Alaska, not Anchorage, not Juneau, not where the cruise ships stop at. You have to go out to Nome, Alaska for something like that. If you want to be a little bit closer to home, there will be one that's in northern Montana in 2044, but the main one will run from California into Oklahoma and in Florida on August 12th, 2045. And then if you really don't want to leave, you just want to stay in New Jersey and see totality, well, hang on to 2079. That'll be the one that gets New Jersey and puts us in the darkness. All right, let's look forward here just the next couple of days. We'll look at our rainfall coverage over the next couple of days, and you see us going up and up here. Now, what I will say is Wednesday during the day will not be a washout. It's just a few showers. And the stuff that comes on Thursday, that's mainly during the afternoon and the evening hours. Here's a look at what's happening on a broader scale. We have a low pressure system that will move from the deep south into the Midwest and then eventually into the Great Lakes states. And as it does so, it gets stronger. We get a strong south wind that will blow as we go into Thursday and Thursday night. Let's take a look at what we have for your Tuesday here because it's going to be an interesting weather day. We have temperatures that start out kind of the same this morning, 45 to 50, but big old sea breeze rolls through. And at Tuesday at 1 p.m., we're 50 in Long Beach Township, and it's 75 in Millville. Now we go even a little bit later. It still warms up further inland. 78 in Millville, 77 in Hamilton, but Dennis Township 67 in Atlantic City itself is at 51 degrees. Then as we go into the evening, it's one of those rare evenings where the inland areas will be milder than the coast, and that's just because it's so warm inland. It just can't cool off quick enough. So we go into our Wednesday morning and we're in the low to mid 50s inland, but at the coast, we'll be right around 46 degrees in most spots. Now we take a look at our futurecast. We'll take you ahead to Wednesday. A few showers during the morning, not a huge deal, but if you have outdoor morning plans, you'll want to move them to the afternoon hours here. You'll see this lifting north. Then we're dry for most of our Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Any rain stays to the north as a warm front passes. Then it turns windy, and here comes some rain on Thursday night into early Friday. Now, it's not going to be consistent until early on Friday morning here, but it doesn't even last that long. You'll see by noon, we're starting to dry out, and you could see a returning shower Friday evening. But it's not going to be a washout on Friday nor I should say, on Thursday either. Rainfall totals will be under an inch. Still wet, yes, but not as wet as the past couple of weeks. Let's talk about our wind gusts here. Thursday into Friday morning, winds will be howling. They'll be howling from the south on Thursday and then come out of the west on Friday. We're talking about gusts over 50 miles an hour at its peak for those areas in orange, and that's places like EHT, Surf City, going on up into Jackson Township and down to Wildwood. Even inland, we're above 40, so there is the potential for wind damage and power outages. Not going to be widespread, but in a few spots. We look at our tidal flooding forecast. We continue with our PM high tides being in minor flood stage here. This will continue Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's the nuisance kind of flooding we've seen plenty of just this year alone. Little to no property damage, but it is a nuisance to move around the Bayside towns. Here's a look at our inland 7-day forecast. 73 on Tuesday, back down into the 60s as we go into the rest of the 7-day forecast. But notice, when it rains, it's not cold like we've seen the past couple of weeks. It's a more milder rain. It'll even feel a little bit humid outside as we go into the later part of the week. Looking at next weekend, we do look to be dry on Saturday, though it will be breezy. Sunday, I don't think is a washout at this time, but there will be some rainy periods. And look at our overnight lows in the 40s, if not 50s here. A sure sign that spring is here in South Jersey. For more from me and our lead weather team, you check out our Across the Sky podcast. New episodes come out every Monday, including this past Monday, where we just recap the 2024 hurricane season forecast with the researchers at Colorado State University.